What's going on, everybody? How we doing? How we doing? All right. A little bit of a late start, but I just got done eating and kind of settling back in. So, all right, let's just get right into it. What's going on, everybody? WakoBako here. So, as you can see by the thumbnail, I am back in town, back from my work trip. It was really, really busy. Maybe we'll get into it during the stream. Maybe we won't. It depends on who actually cares. Um, so, as you see by the thumbnail, we have two more of the Dreamlike Ocean booster boxes to go through. These are number 3 and 4 of that case that I bought. And then I still have two more that will probably trickle into next week. On top of that, we have a CGC submission that I picked up on my way home today. I picked this up and another one. Let me see where did I put the other one. It's right down here. So Sunday, we're going to go through this one, and then I have a whole bunch of mail that came in, um, which is funny because there is a Final Fantasy card somewhere in the mail that I got, but I didn't want to start cutting everything open just to try to find that one card. So hopefully I'll find it. But we'll find out on Sunday. So keep an eye out for that. Sunday stream will be probably pretty light, because again, it's just going through mail, and then we'll do the CGC submission. So but yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. I'm gonna do something a little bit different than what we've done on previous openings. I'm gonna open both these boxes at the same time, and we're gonna go chaos mode today. If you haven't popped in the stream and seen what the hell chaos mode is, I usually just mix all the packs together and keep it random. But today I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna mix booster boxes. So no idea where the hits are gonna be, how often we're gonna get them. Just keep it very, very random. Just try to change it up a little bit. I was gonna do it ahead of time, and especially for the thumbnail, but I didn't want someone to be like, "Oh, he placed all the packs, and who knows where they came from, and blah blah blah. Who cares?" Um, Move this up off to the side. I do have the hits that I've gotten from previous as well, so maybe we'll look through that. I'm missing a lot of the higher end hits. I thought I was doing a lot better. In terms of all the legends, I think I have all of them, but I'm missing a whole bunch of the full arts, and that's where a lot of the quote unquote money cards are for this set. Still need to pull the signature Yuna, which would be awesome. It's this artwork here with the gold signature across it from Tetsuya Nomura. Search continues for that for sure. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through about half of this, um, and then we'll go and look at the CGC submission, and then we'll continue. So as I lay these out, so here's all the packs. I know they don't even fit on screen right now, but I'm just going to do a whole bunch of mix and move this around. So this is 36 packs worth of Dreamlike Oceans. If you've been keeping track of how many I've opened up so far, well over 100. This is the most I've opened of any of the Final Fantasy TCG sets so far. But I think it's fun, especially because I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy X, and it's a lot easier and cheaper to get Final Fantasy TCG than any other one so far. So keep it underground. I'm fine with it. I'm gonna keep enjoying it. Um, so there we go. Random pile. Let me shift over a little bit so it actually fits on screen. All right. Um, Ooh, one quick announcement. So I do have everything lined up for the next giveaway and the 900 subscriber milestone opening. So keep an eye on the community page here on YouTube and on Discord. I'm going to post all the rules, and how you can actually enter to get into the giveaway. Um, Spoiler alert: I'm going to do two separate giveaways. I'm not going to give any details right now, but just that's the only bit of info I'm going to give. There will be two separate giveaways. I'm giving away more than just two things, obviously, but I'm doing two different batches of giveaways, if that makes a little more sense. So if you're not following the Discord, go check that out. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be posting the rules. I'll probably even just do it this weekend, just get out of the way, give people time to find out how they can enter or how they missed out. But without further ado, chaos mode or Dreamlike Ocean, which kind of hinders the way I normally do this because normally I lay out all the cards and stuff. Maybe I don't know, I'll put it off to the side. Maybe I'll keep a spot in the middle open. Who knows? Um, I saw some people doing more and more openings for this, which is awesome. Um, Thank you, Abbott. Appreciate you. Definitely see more content creators opening up this set. Um, and I'm totally cool with it. I just see a lot of people doing pack tricks, and I don't think it's really worth it. I mean, yes, you could take like 4 or 5 off the back, put them to the front. I think the way they have it set up is perfectly fine with me. All right, start us off. We have our first premium card. Again, this is like the equivalent to like the reverse hollows. So every card in this set has a premium version outside of the signature card. But this one is a common, so let's see what we got to start us off. Ooh, nice. Scholar from Final Fantasy 14. Gladly take that. And keep in mind, ooh. Um, so next slot behind that could be a hero or a legend rarity. So definitely want to keep an eye on that. But let's see what our first hero is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Good old Cactar. All right, I'll keep that image in mind, right? It's just like a little bit of the bent knee. We're bound to see this again, but see what else we got. Now we're getting into our rares. Nothing too crazy again. We've opened up plenty of this set. So if this is your first time checking out, first of all, welcome. I appreciate you coming by. But also definitely go check out all the other streams of how many times we've opened this up. It's been a lot. It's a pretty fun set. Again, there's a lot of awesome cards to get here. Um, Thanks, Hilario. Appreciate you. Yeah, a little bit of delay on my end too, so it's all good. Thanks for coming by. Um, but yeah, it's a pretty fun set. I'm glad to see there's other people, getting into this set. Um, and again, the next set after this is just maybe a month or so away. It's gonna be fun because the next set features, it's still a Final Fantasy X set, but it features Titus or Titus as the pack art. So that's gonna be awesome. And then they already revealed what's gonna be the set that comes out after that. Um, so I know I didn't spoil it last time, but now since it's been a little bit, I'm going to talk about it. The final set for this year, right? So they usually do, a set a quarter, sometimes even less. But the final set for this year is going to be Final Fantasy IX focused. I know there's images out. I don't remember the name of the set, but it should be really, really fun. I think I was hoping to have a full year of Final Fantasy X. I didn't get so lucky, but if 2 of the 3 sets are Final Fantasy X related, I'm good for that. Final Fantasy IX is another big one, especially with its anniversary just recently passed. So it makes sense for them to kind of focus in on Final Fantasy IX. So I think that comes out in November or late October timeframe. So similar to this set, right? I'll definitely have some pre-orders locked in. They're going to be opening up a bunch of booster boxes for that. I'll probably go as heavy with the Titus set as I did with this one. I'm still going to open up a bunch of the Final Fantasy IX set, but I don't know to what extent. Anyway, on to the next premium card. It's another common, so let's just get right to it. Ooh, nice, good old Pinello. Okay, very very cool. Gladly take that. And let's see what's behind it. Ooh, hero rarity. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So I'm just gonna do this, and let's see if we can figure this out. Right. So if you're looking at the bottom of that right there, let's go maybe even here. Is that the same artwork? Maybe, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm getting a little too ahead of myself and thinking it could be something awesome. Um, the Unicard is a hero rarity. It's not a legend. So I don't know. I guess we're about to find out. Did we finally pull the absolutely amazing full art Una, or are we still chasing? 3, 2, 1. Oh, so nope, we're still chasing. It is the unit, so I was correct. It's just the artwork shift a little bit. Um, but yeah, so what we're looking for in this card here is the full art version, and there's gonna be a gold signature coming across over here. Still an absolutely beautiful card. I've put a bunch of these off to the side already. I'll continue to do that. Ooh, nice Rufus. And yeah. So thought we pulled already. That would have been amazing. So yeah, that early into the booster boxes. But I mean, if you think about it, we're halfway through the case, with this opening. So kind of crazy. have opened up this much already. But again, it's a good set. I think there's a lot of good artwork. There's a lot of very popular characters, so it makes sense. Slide this up a little bit. There we go. But hopefully you guys had a good week. I had a very busy week out of town on my work trip. I got up there last Thursday and wrapped everything up yesterday in theory, and then I was traveling back down today. So long drive back home, but it's nice to be back. Got to hang out for a little bit, unpack and unwind. And then after the stream, I need to set my laptop back up and get back into going to that because it's my weekend. So I get to have some breathing room before going right back to work on Monday. Um, Not that I'm complaining. Obviously, I love my job and I love, going to work. There's no complaints there, but it's just getting back into the swing of things after being out of work, even for just 1 week. You got to build the rhythm and the repetition back. So anyway, on to the next. Another common. Let's see what it is. Ooh, nice. Got edge. Very, very cool. Let's see what's behind it. All right, another hero rarity. Ooh, mono artwork. Very, very nice. I'd love to see more of the mono cards in the premium. I don't think we've pulled too many of those yet. But again, always love seeing some mono artwork. Let's see what we got in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Sylph. Very, very cool. And it's funny because I actually have one off to the side here. Just like my random stack of Final Fantasy cards I still need to sort and put away. Um, a mono always gets its own stack. Think it's only fair. Very, very iconic illustrator. If you look at any of the titles for pretty much every Final Fantasy, and you know what I mean by like the title logo, that's you can contribute that to Amano's artwork. So very, very cool. Definitely a big fan of Amano. Did I not do? Oh no, I put okay. That's why I was confused. I was like, where did that other hero go? But it was we pulled Yuna. Um, but yeah, big fan of Amano. You guys have seen my little mini binder that I have, which is almost maxed out. It's kind of crazy. Maybe I'll break that out again once we're finally done with this set and right before we move on to the next. Can you guys see anything? Yeah, it's kind of sticking out. Just the OCD kicking in. I'm trying to stay organized. There we go. Let's pull from back over here. Again, we should see a good amount of legend rarities. Obviously, for those that aren't aware, legend rarity is the highest rarity in the Final Fantasy TCG. And that's what we're looking for. But not only just the legend rarities, we're looking for the full art version of them. Um, there's also full art versions of heroes and rares. So there's a good amount of full arts, but the main one we want are the main ones that we want are the legends. All right. First rare in the premium slot. Let's see which one it is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, very, very nice. We got Sarah from Final Fantasy 13. This is her 13-2 attire. Ooh, and there we go. Right on cue, legend rarity. Hopefully it's a full art, even if it's not the premium one. But we're about to find out. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, it is not, but it's still an absolutely beautiful card. This is Rida in what someone quoted last time as kid form. Um, which again, really awesome artwork there. There's a couple different Rida cards in this set. And then good old Jack Garland to wrap us up there. Sleeve that up. So there we go. First legend early on. Very, very nice. Again, we should see a decent amount of those. I'm just going to put them up and off to the side there. I got a system in place. I promise. It's organized chaos, as Nuggets called it multiple times. There we go. On to the next. Let's pull from over here. Remind me, someone in chat, please remind me that we still have the CGC submission to go through. I don't want to rip through every single pack and then we're on the last pack and I was like, oh, I didn't show off the submissions we got back. Um, I'm very, very excited. And let me just, it's got something to do with this. Not this card specifically, but hopefully that's enough of a hint. I'm very, very excited to see what we got back. And it's a little bit of a surprise in there also. Um, but I'll get to that when we get to that. All right, Kuja. All right, nice. We have, oh, hold on. Almost double pulled there. It's all good. We got Jecht, very, very iconic Final Fantasy. He's like he's not the antagonist. He's not the protagonist here. Like, he's more of like an anti-hero. Um, but Very, very awesome character. Plays a pretty good bad guy, but he's got a soft spot as well. It just takes a while for you to find it. All right. Um, Next premium is another rare, so let's take a look and see which one it is. Ooh, nice. We get the Paul roster. Very, very cool looking creature. Let's see what's behind it. Another hero. So I almost said back to back, which that's incorrect. That's inaccurate. Sorry, my brain's kind of fried again. Very long work week. But again, looking forward to downtime for sure. Let's see what it's behind it. Nice, good old Bothier from Final Fantasy 12. Not, I don't know. This artwork is unique for sure. I just don't know if I like it. I know there's a lot of cards, and this is all from the board game that they created. Um, it's not it's not the chibi style artwork like this, so it is slightly different, but again, I don't know. It's hand drawn. I just don't know how much I like it. Let me know in the comments though, or if you're watching a stream, let me know if it's something that you like, or if you're like me, if you're kind of on the fence about it, or if you just absolutely despise it. Um, all right, let's leave that up. And again, I'm always just grabbing two sleeves. Just I don't know why. I'll probably need one here in a minute. All right. Let's go over here. Definitely excited to see all the mail that came in. There was one bit of mail that I'm nervous about. I'll explain more about that on Sunday, um, especially once you see the kind of content in the mail that I got in, and you'll see why I'm nervous about one of them. Ooh, nice, Shannon Toto. So very, very cool to see this character. It's a Final Fantasy 11 NPC. The reason why this is really, really cool, as my arm's halfway across the screen, sorry. Um, they just introduced this character into Final Fantasy 14. The last 24-man raid tier dropped last week, maybe last week or the week before, and it's all featuring Final Fantasy 11 zones, enemies, creatures, NPCs. Um, Shane Toto makes an appearance. I'm not going to spoil it. Um, Oh, is that the premium? No, it's not. But yeah, very, very cool interaction. I was definitely excited. I thought this was going to be the premium. I was really hoping to see this in premium. We haven't seen it yet. Unfortunately, I'm not that lucky. Vincent, we get Leon, and behind it is another common in the premium. Ooh, nice. We got Gertie. Okay. Again, I'm not a big fan of that artwork. I mean, I appreciate it. It's cool, but it's just not for me. All right. Hero Rarity behind it. Let's see which one we got. Ooh, Cecil, very, very nice. This is one I want to see in the full art and premium. Premium full art for this would look absolutely amazing. Nice. Right behind it, we get Laws, one of the remnants of Sephiroth, Gilgamesh, and the Rogue Tomato. Very, very nice. I put a bunch of the Laws off to the side. I don't need to do it for that one as well. I think I've got like 3 or 4 of each of the remnants outside of. Oh, man. I'm really going to draw a blank on the main remnant. Maybe we'll pull it. Maybe it'll come to me. I'm just going to keep going. Oh, Kadaj. There we go. See, I know my Final Fantasy. Don't try and question me. Yeah, Kadaj is the only one I haven't pulled a lot of. It's because it is a legend rarity. Um, but yeah, wouldn't mind seeing that. All right, this is actually a full art that they have, even though it's a common. We get the summoner. We get Kovat, Fran from Final Fantasy 12, Paladin from 14, Pinello. This artwork's from the board game. Pinello is originally from Final Fantasy 12. Just guy, just straight up guy. Final Fantasy 2. Dark Knight, Final Fantasy 14. Okay, another common behind it. Ooh, nice. We get Furion from Final Fantasy 2. Very, very nice artwork there. I know it's kind of dumb for me to keep reaching over, but that's the system I have in place right now. All right, hero behind it. Let's see which one it is. Ooh, Alexander. Very, very nice. I'm pretty sure there's a full art of this. Um, and this is the version from Final Fantasy 9. Alexander makes another appearance in Final Fantasy 14. Let me just keep going through this. Sorry. Vorpal Bunny, Brute Bomber, and Rufus again. But yeah, Alexander, very, very well known summon, Icon, Ion, Ixon, whatever you want to call it. There's so many different names for primals, right? That's another name. Um, Summons, again, just endless amount of names for what that category of creatures is. Let's dig one out from underneath. Let's go right here. Um, All right, here we go. Blue Mage, Ed, Sage, Riku, Mira. We get the Musician, Jacked again. At least I can keep track of that, right? Jacked only really shows up in that slot, so I know that. All right, hey, the premium's right behind it. Um, and we have a rare behind it, so let's see which one it is. Ooh, nice, flowering cactoid. I haven't seen that one in the premium yet, so that's kind of cool. Hero rarity behind it. Let's see which one it is. Ooh, nice. Very, very nice. Always nice to see Cloud. I need the full art version of this. I really, really do. There's a premium version as well, which is absolutely amazing. But yeah, wouldn't mind seeing that. We get Nono, the Rogue Tomato, and Rufus Shinra. Can pull a lot of Rufus today. But yeah, that Cloud in premium would be amazing. The full art version is expensive. Same thing with, you guys remember the last time I opened this and I was like super excited about the Tifa cards that we pulled, and I pulled like the normal one and the premium right behind it. Yeah, both of them are literally just a couple bucks. The big ones are the full art version and obviously the premium version of it, or foil, if you will. So I mean, I was excited, especially because I hadn't seen it yet. It was one of the last legends I needed to pull. I feel like I'm talking really fast today. I don't know why. Um, but yeah, we need to start pulling more full arts. That would be awesome. All right, Amaranth. We have the Onion Knight, a Blue Mage, Edge, Furion, Mira. Ooh. All right, and there we go. Right on cue, Ject again. So yeah, all reliable. I know he's gonna be in that slot right before the premium. Common right behind it. All right, so we get Leon. Very, very cool. Kind of like that artwork. It's not my favorite, but I think the premium really helps it. Nope, come on. Ooh, nice. Legend rarity. Okay. Nice to see that. It's our second legend of the batch so far. Um, it's probably not gonna be well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm kind of scatterbrained right now. Sorry. Let's see which one it is in three, two, one. Ooh, nice. Good old Vivi. There's a full art version of this, which would be amazing to pull, especially in the premium. But yeah, absolutely beautiful card. Our second legend of the opening. Then we get our rares. Nice. Zach and Angeal right behind each other. Both young versions of each character. That's kind of neat. Let me sleeve up Vivi. So I think I have a couple of these VVs in just the normal and the premium version of this. I don't think I have the full art just yet. Um, but again, in terms of Final Fantasy TCG, that's where a lot of the money is in your full arts, especially the full art legends. Let's go back over here. You got some of these packs hiding away. So if anyone's keeping track from this point here, I'm going to do 5 more packs. Then we're going to do the CGC submission recap. All right. So after this one, 5 more. Edge, Sage, Riku, Fran, Gunbreaker, Pain, Guy. All right. Here's our premium. It's another rare. Okay. Nice to see it. Let's see which one we got. Ooh, Harley. Okay. I don't think we've seen that one in the premium yet. Again, chibi artwork. Not the biggest fan, but I'll take it. Ooh, and another legend. Okay. What are the chances? Because just look at the frame. What are the chances that this is VV again? I think that'd be kind of sick. We're about to find out in three, two, one. Ooh, it is not, but it is Steiner, another character from Final Fantasy IX, which is awesome. Again, I was mentioning the Final Fantasy IX set that is coming out. Oh, and there's Harley again. Towards the end of this year. Again, I want to say it's like November timeframe. Um, so very, very excited to see the kind of artwork that comes from that. Of course, there's going to be some crazy full arts. I guess my main interest is what's going to be the big chase card, right? Like what's the signature card for that? There's so many iconic Final Fantasy IX characters that I don't want to be the one that makes the call to be like, hey, by the way, like this is the one we're using for the signatures. So gonna be a tough sell, but yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to opening that. All right, 4 more. Edge, Onion Knight. We get Cam, Gunbreaker, Mira, Maria. Ooh. Something interesting here. We get back Nami. So it's a common in the premium. potentially full art. I don't know, just like because of this image, maybe it's just another card that just drawing a blank from. But either way, let's see what it is. Oh, okay, so not a full art, but it is cam. So let me go back and show you just the regular one of this since we just saw it. Again, really, really cool design there. And just goes to show you how much better that hollow foil enhances the card. Still beautiful artwork. I like all the glittery kind of speckles all over it, but yeah, very, very cool. All right, so let's see what's behind cam. Ooh, nice. Another legend. All right. Gladly take that. We're finally starting to pick up on some of these legends. Hopefully we don't pull all of them right now when we have nothing at the end. But let's see which one it is in three, two, one. Ooh, nice. Another snow. Okay. Gladly take that. Pulled it a couple times. Yazoo right behind him. Very, very nice. Um, but yeah, not bad. We do have the full art version of this, and I think it's premium. So very, very nice to see that. I know that probably sounds weird, right? Especially to people that aren't familiar with this, and they're like, "Well, was it premium?" It's like it really just means that it's the reverse hollow or a holographic version. I'll say it that way. It's a holographic version of the artwork. All right, three. Um, that's all it really is. And again, you can see from the back premium version of that card. Um, So again, every card can have a holographic version of it. All right, so we start off with Tryon. We get Laylee, the Summoner, Clavat. There are two different artworks of Clavat. We get Lion, Vincent. I need to see this one in the premium. That would be huge. Dark Knight from Final Fantasy 14. Really, really like that artifact armor. There are a couple different artifact sets, if you will. They all just come out with each expansion. This was a good one. I think there are some better ones though. Just personal opinion. Ooh, okay. Get a rare in the premium. See which one it is in three, two, one. Ooh, nice. Okay, not a full art, but still some pretty sick artwork there. Very, very nice. Um, Yeah, absolutely, Hilario, and that's a good point, right? The cards all have amazing artwork, so it doesn't matter if they're premium or not. Ooh, and a legend right behind it. We're just ripping through all the legends right now. Um, different iteration of Sid. This one's from Final Fantasy IV. But let's see what legend we got in three, two, one. Ooh, Kane. Very, very nice. That would be a nice one to pull in the full art. I haven't pulled the full art version of that yet. And again, just to show you regular version of the card, and there's the premium version. It just adds that extra little bit of flair to it. Still beautiful artwork, like Hilario mentioned. But yeah, very, very cool to see some of these other cards that should probably be full arts, but that's as close as it's going to get. Another beautiful legend. I'll take it. That's our fifth legend that we pulled already. Keeping track on my little pile over here. So we have commons here, we have rares here, and then we have um oh my goodness. Why am I drawing a blank? Heroes. Heroes over here. And then down over here are all the premiums. And then obviously we have a spot down towards the bottom over that way is where the Amano cards are. Okay. All right, two. There's gonna be people that pop into the stream and like, why is he just saying random numbers and then just going about his business? You're about to find out. That's why you hang out for the whole stream. You don't pop in and out. Even though I'm notorious for doing that for like the guys over dot slash frag or good old salty over on Twitch. Yeah, there are times where I hang out from start to end on someone's stream, which is awesome. Sometimes you can't, and I get it. So that's why there's no bad feelings if you got to do that, right? There's other things you got going on in life, or if you leave the stream running, you walk away. Cool, it's all good. Appreciate the support, whether you're here for 5 minutes or 5 seconds. All right, Clavat. There is so again different artwork for Clavat here. There is a rare in the premium. Does say Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is nice. Um, Hopefully, it's one that I haven't pulled yet, but we're about to find out here in three, two, one. Ooh, Gilgamesh. Okay, wasn't expecting that, but an absolutely awesome looking card. All right, another hero behind it. Let's see which one it is. Got a pretty good idea. And just for the sake of testing my knowledge, I'm gonna leave this here, and I'm gonna show you a card that kind of goes alongside of it. And I'm going to leave it right here. If you know, you know. We're about to find out here in 2 seconds anyway. But I think it's Cecil's counterpart. We're about to find out in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, and it is. Man, I'm good. So you have Paladin Cecil, and then you have Dark Knight Cecil. Very, very cool. It really explains it in the game of that transition there. Um, Definitely worth checking out Final Fantasy IV. Very, very good game. Um, whether you play it through the original version or any like the remakes or remasters. But yeah, very, very cool. Big fan of both of those. Sleeve up old Gilgamesh here. Okay, and one. Here we go. Still haven't seen any full arts, so they're around here somewhere. Hopefully, we start pulling. Hopefully, we can get at least two per box. I know some of the openings we had where you just pulled one. Some of the other ones had like two or three. So I'm hoping for at least two premium or two full arts per box. That would be amazing. Astrologian from Final Fantasy 14 is a healer job. Let's see what we got. All right, another rare. Another card from Advent Children. All right, let's see which one it is in 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, Yazoo. Okay, very, very nice. So hoping it was the full art. I don't think I have the full art Yazoo just yet, but it's premium, so I'll take it. Another hero behind it. Let's see which one it is in 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, Edward. Very, very cool. Just a bard trying to play his harp. It's always asking for. Very, very cool looking artwork though. The full art makes it that much better. Got good old Kate Sith, the Gill Snapper, and good old Jack Garland. You sleeve up old Yazoo here. Okay, so if you're just popping in and out and you're wondering why I was saying random numbers, it's because we're going to do our CGC recap. So I'm gonna somewhat carefully pick these up, and don't worry, it's all in this mix-up fashion. I'm gonna lay it all back out in just a minute. But that's how many more packs we still have to go. So rough eyeball, it's almost about halfway if I was to guess. I haven't been keeping track or anything like that, but who knows? Okay. CC submission number 57. Absolutely insane, by the way. Kind of crazy I've done that many submissions and how many I've done since I started working at CGC. Um, but 10 card submission. Reason why I'm showing it today is it is a Final Fantasy related submission. The other one is a Pokemon related submission. So without further ado, let's get into this. I'm going to push it just off screen here. I'm going to turn it sideways so I can't spoil it for myself. All right. And yes, just as people always ask, right? If you have a CGC account, right, once your submission ships or is marked shipped, you can literally just click on that hyperlink and it'll show you all the grades. I don't ever do that because I don't want to spoil it for myself. The only time I have done that in the past is looking at customer orders, which unfortunately I'm not allowed to do those anymore. But let's see what we got here. All right, so interesting. So I actually like that. So that's actually really cool. Didn't even know this was a new policy, but hey, I have been out of work for at least a week, so maybe it's in my email. If you're not the intended recipient of this package or if it's misplaced or in shipment, please contact. So that's awesome. So if for some reason there's an issue and this goes to the wrong person, or yeah, just it's good that they can kind of double back on that. All of them have been graded, so there's no issues there. Didn't think there would be, but you never know. We have had that in the past. That's why it's worth mentioning. All right. Here we go. 10 cards. Hoping for some big wins here. Um, all right. Card number one. Again, Final Fantasy related. We're about to find out. And if you guys remember what the preview was, let's take a look in 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. Okay, let's go. Off to a strong start with the Archangel Hume or HM. Stands for Hume. Um, that's absolutely amazing. Again, this is non-premium, so nothing overly crazy, but this is also really fitting because a part of the 24-man raid tier during this current expansion of Final Fantasy 14, we got to fight the Archangels, or also known as the Crystal Warriors, which is awesome. So a little bit of a foreshadowing, foresight. I don't know. I always mix those up. Anyway, off to a pristine start. Hopefully that continues. Absolutely beautiful card. I was thinking about getting the premium versions of this, but I was satisfied with just having the regular ones. I don't have the sleeves on hand. I'll grab them later because usually what I'll do is I'll wipe all the cards off to get all the shop dust and debris off of it. Um, yeah, like stuff like that. Want to avoid anything scratching this card, especially once it goes in the sleeve. But yeah, off to a strong start there with good old pristine. Very, very nice. All right. Let me move this out of the way. These are just the legends we've pulled so far, by the way, if anyone wasn't keeping track. Let me move this up and over here so it's off screen. So there we go. We'll be able to lay 5 across. We'll do the other 5 underneath it. On to the next. All right, here we go. Card number 2 of 10. Again, Final Fantasy related submission. Submission number 57. And, I'm going to sidetrack myself here. I know there's people that do YouTube shorts where they just open this, they stack them on the table, and they just rip through them. I don't see the point of doing that. It takes the fun out of it. Maybe I could do it after the fact. Like, once if someone didn't catch the stream where I show this off, maybe it's worth doing. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I feel like the music's about to restart. Just give it 1 second. No, it's not. We continue. Um, but yeah, I've had people ask me, why don't I just do these as YouTube shorts? I just don't want to. I guess that's fair, right? But again, I could always do it after the fact. I just want the initial surprise and impression here, and then maybe I'll follow up. But anyway, I digress. Let's see what card we got. Card number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Oh, yes. Let's go. Another one of the archangels, and this is the Archangel Galka. Man, absolutely beautiful card. He's the samurai job here. Previous one was warrior slash ninja. Um, that looks so good with that pristine 10. You get a lot of the dark coloring there. Nice, very nice. That's huge. Um, Again, these were very, very tough enemies to encounter in Final Fantasy 11. I'd say they're probably still tougher in 11 than 14. The main difference is, though, and if you hear that in the background, it's just my nephew loses his mind. It's all good. But yeah, in Final Fantasy 14, you fight all 5 of the Archangel slash Crystal Warriors back to back to back. Sometimes they're collaborating, sometimes you're just fighting them one on one. But yeah. All right, on to the next card number 3. It probably is somewhat low. Um, let me make adjustments after this card. Thank you for pointing that out, though. Yeah, I'll make an adjustment and then let me know. All right, card number 3. Again, Final Fantasy submission number 57. Let's take a look and see what we got in 3, 2, 1. Oh, ouch. So we broke the streak. Had a little bit of a fall here to the 8.5. That's wild. I'm kind of curious why. I mean, I'm seeing some whitening on this corner here that wasn't there before. Same thing like on the front left corner there. Um, hmm. I'm not going to make any assumptions, especially because I'm talking about some of my coworkers here, and I don't want to assume anything, right? It's kind of unfortunate. There's definitely some whitening on these corners. There's a bit more here, and it looks like there's like, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Probably not. Um, that top left corner, though, there's a lot more whitening. When I submitted these looked amazing. Again, I'm not going to make any assumptions, but I'll have to look at the high res images and see what happened here. But it breaks a streak. Still a beautiful card, though. We got in at 8.5. Maybe I will get the premium versions of these and try to resubmit. Anyway, on to the next. Card number 4. It really threw me off a little bit, but it's okay. And again, I see it, right? I'm not like, oh, it's absolutely perfect. Like, no, there's clear issues with the card. I just have to backtrack and see if they were like that beforehand. All right. Next card. Card number 4. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, nice. Good. All right, so we're back. We're back. Gem Mint 10. Oh, and I apologize. I didn't even talk about this one. I was too distracted by the grade. Archangel MR, that means Mithra. This is Archangel TT, so it's Taru Taru. Um, yep, got the Dark Knight here. So this is Okay, that's the warrior build. Gotcha. So this is the ninja, samurai, warrior. Now we have the dark. I don't know. It's cat. Wait. Hmm. I want to say Dark Knight because that looks like a scythe, but I also want to say Black Mage because it's casting. There's nothing that Dark Knight in Final Fantasy 11 casts. I don't know. I'm gonna have to pick my brother's brain on that one. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it is Black Mage. Could be wrong, but again, get the gem in 10 there. Gladly take that. Absolutely beautiful. And again, all these cards they don't fit in the same image, but they're all from the same encounter, right? You see the background. All right. Card number 5. Let's see what we got on this one here. Okay, fingers crossed. Hoping for some good grades here. Got to get back on track after taking a little bit of a dip. Three, two, one. Yes, there we go. Very, very nice. All right, so this is the fifth and final. Um, I'm sorry, fifth and final Archangel or the Crystal Warrior. EV is the Elven version, and this is I want to say this is the Paladin. Yeah, it's got sword and shield. So yeah, that's the Paladin. Gem Mint 10, absolutely beautiful. Um, I'll tell you what, if I was grading these, I'd say the toughest part is got to be centering, right? Because you're really looking at the space in between the text on each side, and then the small bit of text here, plus where this image sits on the back of the card. If you look at all these, it's not exactly center, so it's just south of center. Um, so that probably throws some people off that aren't experienced with these cards. I wish people would just bring these to my desk. Obviously, I can't grade my own stuff, but I'm saying if more people submitted Final Fantasy, which I highly recommend, um, yeah, it would be cool to see more of these on my desk. I'd like to be the expert in this for CGC, which yeah, no one from CGC is ever going to see this or take that into consideration. So, all right, there we go. So there's all 5 of the Crystal Warriors. Again, a bit of a dip here, but overall, I'm impressed. I'm okay with it. Definitely have some more. I'll get the premium versions of this and try my luck again. All right, the back half of this box. Again, still Final Fantasy related. Still Final Fantasy 11 related, to be honest. But let's see what we got next. Um, this is honestly, I don't remember. Because I know I did all 5 of the Crystal Warriors or the Archangels. Um, but all right, I guess we're about to find out. Oh, I didn't check music. All right, after this card, I'll check after this one. Just happen to look at chat. All right, let's see what we got in this one in three, two, one. Oh man, unfortunate. So this is the Archangel EV or the Elven. Unfortunately, they didn't do another card for every single one of the archangels. You kind of see the Galka in the background, which is kind of sick. I would hope that they would do more because these characters are very popular. But this is the only one they did in this style artwork here. Um, yeah, 8.5 though. That's kind of wild. I'm gonna have to look at the high res scans, and that's the nice thing about this, right? If you scan QR code, it pulls you right to the page, and then you get high res scans of front and back. If I was to assume, and again, I'm not a big photography guy or know anything about cameras, I'd say they're at least 8K. So you can really, really zoom in on the images and see every little imperfection. Again, still a beautiful card, like the little the shadow drop there. Yep, Final Fantasy 11. Absolutely. What's going on, Anson? How we doing? Um, all right, let's keep going. Yeah, 4 more, and then we'll get back to opening up the packs. I'm gonna check the music real quick though. Um, I will explain that in just well, I'll try my best to, Hilaria. Hold on one second. Start the playlist over. All right. How's that sound? Music sound any better? So, good question, Hilario. How do they determine the point 0.5? For the sake of not speaking out of turn or saying something I'm not allowed to, I can't really go into the details. Um, if you want to, if you go onto CGC's website and look at the grading scale, if I remember correctly, it does give a bit of an explanation on like the tiers, right? It may just do like pristine all the way down to 1. but I feel like it does explain on the site like the half grade mentality, or how that comes to play. Obviously, I know because I'm a grader for CGC. I just don't want to say because I don't. It may be one of the NDA things. It's not worth losing my job over just saying one simple thing. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you understand. Um, there's plenty of people that do content and talk about CGC and all that don't work for the company. So maybe that's a better route to take. Um, I'm pretty sure you can ask ChatGPT or any of the AI models, and they'll probably give you a very quick answer. Um, but yes, just for the sake of my own job, um, again, I do know, but I can't say. We'll just leave it at that. I apologize, Hilario. Um, so I can say that at least. No, there are no point fives. That would be sick. I think that'd be super unique if CGC did that, but no. The bare minimum we do is a one. It would be cool. Hey, and you know what? I'll pitch the idea just for you, Hilario. When I go back to work on Monday, I'll put it in the suggestion box. I'll talk to my manager, like, hey, man, we should start doing point five grades. And then all these people that do PSA ones, which some dude was trying to talk crap to me on Instagram because he's bending an absolutely beautiful Dragonite from like early 2000s. And he's like, oh, I'm going to get a PSA one. He's probably not going to. And he just ruined an absolutely beautiful card. But anyway, yeah, point five grade would be hilarious. All right, on to the next. Let's get back to these. Card number 7. Again, still Final Fantasy 11 related. This is CGC submission number 57. Absolutely insane. Gotcha, gotcha. Um, all right, let's see what we got here in 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. Okay, very, very nice. Glad to see it. So we got the full art Moogle again from Final Fantasy 11 in the Gem Mint 10 premium version of this card. Absolutely beautiful. Um, I kind of wish it didn't say foil here. I mean, obviously that's what it is because that's how we built it in the database. I really wish it would just say premium because that's again that's what it's listed on the pack, right? Like that's right there. It's a premium. But I tried to explain it before. Obviously, there's people way higher than me to make those decisions. The other cool thing about this card, though, so this is the Moogle from the Mog House. So the in-game housing in Final Fantasy 11 is called the Mog House. You go in and you have your own personal Moogle in that house with a little stateroom, if you will. Um, very, very nice to see in the Gem Mint. It would have been sick to get a pristine, but I'm not going to complain. That is absolutely beautiful. I'll gladly take that. All right. Card number 8. Let's see what we got here. Winding down this, and don't worry, we still have a bunch more packs to get through. So if you're like, hey, just get back to opening packs, we're almost back. All right, let's see what we got here in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, 8-5 on this one, rough. So again, it's gotta be tough to do centering on this one, right? Especially because it's a full art. There's literally no border on the front. You're just looking at like where some of the text is placed. Um, the good thing is I have a comparison to what Gem Mint looks like in my left hand. Um, hmm. Yeah, that back bottom right has a little bit of a white dot. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and trust the scans on this one. I don't see anything that's glaring, um, that would bring it that low. Um, but again, I trust in the decision that one of my fellow coworkers made in grading it that way. That's kind of why I did it back to back to see, and obviously they noticed something different from this to this. Um, but it's all right. Let's just keep rolling. We've got 2 more. Hopefully, we can get some big grades out of these last 2 and kind of save the submission. Again, I mean, I'm not going to complain, guys. Obviously, these are all for personal collection. I don't have the eBay storefront anymore, so it's not like I was really hoping on all high grades so I can sell them. The one thing I was hoping for, so did 2 of these, and the last 2 cards, spoiler alert, they're 2 of the same cards. The reason why I did that is I'm giving a set of these to my younger brother. I say younger, he's in his 30s now, but um, because we were both huge Final Fantasy 11 fans. Um, And if you guys remember, I did a submission for him, which had all the Final Fantasy 11 artwork at the time. Um, so yeah, I was hoping, I'll probably end up keeping the 8-5 here, right? I'll give him the gem and be nice. But we'll see how these last two cards shake out. We'll see who gets what card. But without further ado, card number 9. Let's see what we got in 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. Okay, let's go. Got the pristine 10 for Matt in that premium full art. That is sick. What an absolutely beautiful card. And again, for those of you that aren't familiar with CGC, pristine pretty much means perfect. Um, what an absolutely beautiful card. I know I graded a matte card for him previously. I don't think it got a pristine. Um, so that's huge. That's absolutely amazing. Now, the real test is, again, because I already told you I did 2 of these cards. Did the second one get a premium as well? Or not premium, sorry. Did it get a pristine? We're about to find out right here, right now. And again, I'll do this right. If only one got the pristine, then I'll give it to my brother, so he'll at least have a gem and a pristine, and I'll keep the other two. But here we go. Card number 10. Again, this is submission number 57. Absolutely insane. And I still have so many more submissions to go. You guys have seen the list. A lot of awesome submissions ahead, and I can't wait to get to them. But without further ado, let's see how we wrapped up this one in 3, 2, 1. Yes, let's go. There we go. You are seeing double. 2 mats, full art premiums, both in that pristine 10. Absolutely gorgeous cards. Now, the one thing I want to point out, and I was really hoping someone was going to catch it, these are actually mislabeled. And I'll go into details and explain how. So if you look at the bottom, it says RE dash 111C slash and then the actual set. So if you look at the label, this card originally came from Opus 6, and then there's the card number, right? This card specifically is from the Legacy collection. You guys remember when I opened that up and I had a whole bunch of those, and it was a lot of like reprints and stuff? That's what this is from. So technically, this is not from Opus 6. This is from the Legacy collection. Is it that big of a deal? And same thing with the Moogle. Both of these, or all 4 of these, are from the Legacy collection. Is it worth resubmitting just from the changed text on there? I'm going to say no, especially because we don't get too many Final Fantasy cards in as is. Yeah, the Legacy collection is amazing. Definitely one of the best in terms of like the greatest hits set. Um, and the reason being, right, and again, I'm not trying to be a stickler. I just want to point this out because I had a feeling we weren't going to catch it. Um, it's just for me. It's my personal collection. I don't care either way. But it's also due to, again, maybe it just doesn't fit on the label, even though there may look like there's space there. Maybe when you create the label, there's not enough space. That's why they went with the original. When I did submit these, though, I did put these under the Legacy collection and I typed the full label or the full card ID out. But anyway, just a little, it's not insider info, but just something, a little insight, if you will. Not going to complain, though. We end up with 4 pristines. All the Archangels or the Crystal Warriors, a 185, which is kind of unfortunate, but again, I did see some issues there. I'm going to look into all these after the fact. Got the 8-5 here, 8-5 here. Overall, very, very strong submission. Thank you to whatever coworker ended up grading this. Yeah, super awesome. Again, I love working for CGC. It's been great so far. I can't wait to see where things go from here. But so my brother's going to end up getting this set here, and then I will keep these. Maybe I'll try and regrade another one of these. I have a bunch, but back into the box. I'll sleeve these back up in just a little bit. Probably do it after the stream. But yeah, what do you guys think? What was your favorite card? How do you think the submission turned out overall? Again, I'm not going to complain about this. I think we did very, very well. Um, and yeah, obviously looking forward to the next Final Fantasy submission, which I have so many ahead. Um, not bad though, not bad at all. Strong start, strong ending, right? That's can't complain about that. And again, way better and way more secure packaging than PSA and Beckett. Yes, I said it. Anyway, We move on. We get back to opening some packs. Move this up and off to the side. I just like to throw little digs in there when I can, right? What, is someone from PSA watching this? I doubt it. Is someone from Becca watching it? That's the same company now. All right, here we go. Back into chaos mode. Let's try and lay all these out. There's only so many, and again, we're probably about a booster box worth, maybe a little less. Try and flatten these out a little bit so you don't have anything bending or anything. That's the last thing we need, right? Is to pull that absolutely beautiful unit and then it'd be bent or kind of beat up and damaged. So as I mentioned before, if I end up pulling, or I'm sorry, not if, but when I end up pulling the Una, I'm going to hold on to it, hopefully pull the Titus, and then grade both of them at the same time. Should be awesome. But here we go. Not really chaotic. I know it looks a little more organized. There we go. There we go. A little more chaotic. There we go. Move this up and over. Everyone can see. All right, let's get back to it. Again, this is Dreamlike Ocean, the latest and greatest Final Fantasy TCG set. Uh, Kind of commiserating the 15th anniversary of when the TCG started on the Japanese side. It's closer to the 10-year anniversary on the English side for releases. All right, Kuja. We get Palom. All right, and getting back into it, we have a common in the premium slot. Let's see which one it is. Ooh, Paladin. Okay, nice. Gladly take that. Not bad. It is there's a common, but it's still a nice looking premium. Hero behind it from Final Fantasy 12. Let's see what we got in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Vayne. Very, very nice. I'll gladly take that. And then we have Bosch from 12. We have Laws from Advent Children, and then the Rogue Tomato. Original appearance is from Final Fantasy 12. All right. Let me move some of these other cards back around. Again, these are all the legends we've pulled so far. Hopefully, there's at least a few more. Hopefully, I didn't pull all of them in that first batch. Still haven't seen, which again could be a good sign. Still haven't seen any full arts. So hopefully, there's still somewhere in this pile. I'd assume so. I mean, we haven't seen anything yet. We also haven't pulled anything like rarity equivalent to that. So I don't know. We're about to find out. Here we go. And you know what's so funny? I've gone this whole entire stream so far and I haven't done the shameless plug. Well, here it is. If you guys enjoy this kind of content, make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you are subscribing, you're one of the regulars. I truly appreciate all the support. It's been a great ride so far, and I'm excited to see where things go from here. Kind of just said that about work, but it's true. 6 years making content on YouTube and no intention of trying to be famous or make money off of it, just having fun. All right, Hero in the premium slot. Very, very nice to see that. Kind of looks, I kind of have an idea of what this is. We're about to find out in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, I thought we pulled the full art version. I'll take it. It's absolutely beautiful still. We did get Edward in the hero rarity and a legend right behind it. Okay, nice, nice. Let's see which one it is. This I'll still call this a two-piece, right? It's not a true two-piece where it's two heroes or two legends, but let's see what we got. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. We got Preesh. Very, very nice. Was just talking about Final Fantasy 11. All right. So let me go back. Oh, nice. And we just recently pulled it. So just for comparison again, regular version, and there's the premium. It's so funny because the character looks more ghostly in the premium than the regular, but not bad. Gladly take that. Good old Preesh, another legend. So we're gonna have to sleeve that up as well. Not bad, not bad. Another legend, but still no full arts. Come on. I won't start getting nervous until we're on down to like the last like 4 or 5 packs if we still haven't pulled a full art yet. Again, if we do pull a full art, hopefully it's one of the legends. That's really in terms of like money cards, that's where it's at. But also I just want to pull it because I haven't pulled too many full art legends. All right, Blue Mage, Mira, Leon or Lion, sorry. Jacked, okay. Or reliable in the slot where he's supposed to be. All right, premium rare right behind it. Let's see which one it is. Ooh, Bosch. Final Fantasy 12. Again, not a big fan of the art style here. It is from the Mayhem board game. And a hero behind it. Ooh, nice. Okay. I already know what this is. It's an Amano artwork. There's only 3 different Amano artworks in this set, so I immediately know what it is. But I'll slow roll this one for you guys. Three, two, one. Oof. Very, very cool. I need this in a premium. I haven't pulled that yet. So, absolutely beautiful card. We have Shuyin from Final Fantasy X 2. And there is, so in theory, this is Titus's counterpart and Eunice counterpart. Very, very interesting. If you know, you know. So yeah, not too bad. Let me sleeve this up. Just more absolutely beautiful mono cards for the binder, which again is very quickly being maxed out. Hoping to see more mono artworks in the next set that comes out in just a couple months. Uh, Again, they kind of sprinkled in a few here, but you know, I don't think it's enough, right? Especially for how iconic. Yeah, but like not featuring Tetsuya Nomura in something Final Fantasy related. And if you don't know either one of those, pause this or come back and watch it later. Do some research. Tetsuya Nomura and Amano have massive impact in the Final Fantasy universe and franchise overall. All right, Gertie, Leon. All right, another premium, but is common. Let's just get right into it. Ooh, Blue Mage. Okay, that looks nice. That looks really nice. And again, you keep it simple with just the character and that beautiful illustration there, but the premium definitely pops on this one. All right. And hero rarity behind it. Nice. And another mono. This is the third one. Let's take a look in three, two, and one. Nice. Warrior of Light. So we did see this previously. Ooh, Yazoo. Um, did see this card previously, and we did see it in its premium version, which looks insane. So there we go. I think out of the three, I've gotten premiums for Sylph and the Warrior of Light. I don't have one for Shuyin, so definitely need to pull a premium there. But again, not to take away from Blue Mage. It's absolutely beautiful. Good night, bud. Hope you're feeling better. Nephew went swimming in the pool and then his eyes were just going nuts. And it's not like it's a crazy. I don't even know why I'm going to get into the random details of that, but I mean, he's 5, right? Pretty much allergic to everything and just figuring stuff out. So he's all right though. He's resilient. Come on. All right, we push on again. Still no full arts. We got a good amount of legends, which again can't complain about that. But let me just see one huge hit, please. It'd be absolutely amazing to see an absolutely insane legend, especially in a premium full art. All right, Ashlosion. Ooh, okay, maybe I got ahead of myself a little bit. Premium legend in these next slot. Please, please be a full art. Now I can see the title already. It says compilation of Final Fantasy VII. I'd say I'm about 90% sure I know who this is just from that little sliver of artwork there. Kind of hope it's not, but if it's the full art version, I'll gladly take it. We're about to find out in three, two, one. Oh, I knew it was you, Yuffie. I knew it. You couldn't just give me the full art one, though, right? Can we get it in the 2-piece? No. All right, let's see what hero we got behind it. Three, two, one. All right, so we got Louise. Very, very cool. I like the armor. Man, I was really hoping that was either going to be the full art Yuffie or it was going to be the full art Tifa. We got neither. It's all right. We got a premium legend, though. That's the first premium that we got. So can't complain about that, right? Well, I'll put it this way. I won't complain about it. I think that's a little more civil to say. All right. Let's keep trucking. All right, so we got the Sage from 15, or 15, sorry, from 14, Emperor from 2, Dragoon from 11, Sky Samurai from Tactics S, Kuja from 9, Pain from 10 2. I don't like how it just says 10 because she never appeared in Final Fantasy 10. She appeared in 10 2, just for future reference. All right, Palm. Ooh. Okay. Got a rare in the premium slot. I know this looks terrible, me just constantly reaching over. If I was left-handed, this would make things a lot easier. All right. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Rare in the premium. Potentially a full art. Maybe there are some full art rares. But we're about to find out in 3, 2, 1. Oh, it is not. It is Kate Sith, though. So not bad. I'll take it. Very, very cool looking card. Hero rarity behind it. Let's see which one it is. Actually, we saw this earlier. 3, 2, 1. Yep, it's Vaughn. Or Vane Vaughn. Nice. Get the regular Kate Sith behind it. And again, comparison. Regular versus premium. Still a cool looking card. All right. Still no full arts. Hopefully, I didn't jinx myself and get 2 boxes that have no full arts in it. How insane would that be? Because keep in mind, I did open up 2 boxes and just we played chaos mode. So I dropped a card sleeve, and of course, it's clear plastic on a wood floor. Uh, Probably lost to the ether. I'll find it as I'm like sweeping up or something. All right, did a full 360. I don't see it. I'll check for it after the fact. All right, let's get right back into it. Here we go. All right, White Mage from Final Fantasy 14. And we get Trion or Tryon from 11. I'm going to say it's Trion. We're going to go with that. Dragoon from 11 with the Wyvern Pet. Zidane from 9. Vincent, we need to see a premium version of this, please. Such a sick looking card. I know the hollow foil would look insane on it. Pinello from 12. We get Leon from Final Fantasy 2. Ooh, all right. Hero rarity in the premium slot. Let's see which one it is. In 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, Vaughn. Okay, nice. Again, not a big fan of the artwork, but still a hero in the premium slot. I'll take it. And we get a 2-piece on this one. It's a hero from Brave Exvius. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. We get Yoshikiri. Very, very cool looking artwork there. So not bad. All right, and then we get the roster or Raster, Bosch, and then Angeal. That card sleeve on the ground somewhere is driving me nuts, by the way. If you guys haven't figured me out yet, especially with the slight OCD that I have, and I just say slight because I'm saying it's slight. I know that card sleeve is somewhere on the ground, and yeah, it's gonna bug me. I don't want to take too much time to try and find it, but I kind of want to. I mean, it could have gone that far, right? Oh man, that thing's gonna turn up like 3 weeks from now, or it's gonna be my luck that I'm gonna stand up from this chair after the stream and slip on it. Um, anyway, let's keep rolling. Winding down here. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the stream. Definitely let me know in chat, or if you're watching this after the fact, make sure you leave a comment and let me know what your favorite artwork or card from this stream was and why. All right, Palom should be the premium behind it. Ooh, it is a common in the premium slot. We literally just saw this card, so 3, 2, 1. There we go, musician. And again, we just saw it. Still looks absolutely amazing, though. I like the hollow foil on this. I like that they didn't just do it in the center; they did it on the whole entire card. Um, it just kind of pops a little bit more, especially with the standard art over it. All right, let's see what we got behind it. Oh, Gotcha. Appreciate you, Hilario. Yeah, the Moogle was pretty sick, and I love a lot of the Final Fantasy 11 cards are just straight screen grabs from the game, so it immediately brings me back. There's a nostalgia hit for me every time I see him. I already know what this legend is. I've seen it too much. Three, two, one. You know, for a ninja, you're not too sneaky because I have so many of those. And again, legend rarity, right? It is the top rarity. There's only 14 in this set, but for some reason, I think I have like 6 or 7 of these Eufys now. Couple premiums, couple regulars, but none of the full arts yet. Got to get at least one. That would be nice. All right, let's go under here. Yeah, the Moogle was absolutely insane. I liked my favorite graded card was either the Galka, so the second card, or the matte card, especially getting those double pristines. That was Riku Sorbet, Edge, Onion Knight, Maria, Guy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Almost double pulled. Good old Jack to save the day, stop me from double pulling. We do have a rare in the premium slot. Let's just get into it. Jack Garland. Okay, nice, nice. Not too bad there. This is from Strangers of Paradise or Stranger of Paradise. Hero rarity. All right. I kind of have a good idea of who this is, but we'll count it down either way. Three, two, one. Good old Kieran. Another very, very difficult enemy from Final Fantasy 11 that also made an appearance in Final Fantasy 14. All right. Let's go. I was eyeballing this card or this pack under here. It's caught in the shuffle, but it was underneath everything. So, see, maybe it's a hidden gem. It's a little bit more difficult to. It's not. There's no way. I just like to feed into things and bring on that superstition, right? All right, here we go. Summoner, Cam, White Mage, Treon, Final Fantasy 10 2, not 10. Palom. Premium is a rare. Let's see what we got. Ooh, Bahamut. Okay, very, very cool. This is from guys. All right. Hero rarity behind it. We'll count this one down. Three, two, one. Ooh, Yang. Very, very cool. Another awesome iconic monk from the Final Fantasy franchise. Lenora, Bosch, and the flowering cactoid. It's like a fliptoid. If you know, you know. Man, I really missed that podcast. Watch every single episode twice. And it's one of those where like you get to the end of a series, right? Especially with a show or podcast nowadays. Some don't really last that long. Where you know the end of it's coming and you're like, I don't want it to end. It's so good. Got the just the content or just the people that are involved with it just make it awesome. Um, but yeah, for some reason I let myself experience that twice. I got frustrated when I knew it was over. Anyway, Scholar, Lily, we get Amaranth, Onion Knight, Shantoto, Furion, Clavat. Let's see what you got behind you, Clavat. Ooh, okay, nice. Can't tell. Wait. Yeah, I mean, it's in the premium slot. It doesn't, I know it's going to break my brain for a second, but we got another legend. Let's see what it is. Again, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Anyway, let's get to it. Three, two, one. Ooh, nice. There we go. Full art premium legend. That's exactly what I was asking for. And I don't think we pulled this one yet. You have Kid Rida here, or Rida Kid form. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which one sounds less weird. But an absolutely beautiful legend. Hoping to get another legend behind it, but we didn't. We get Vaughn though. Okay, nice, not bad in the hero. Lenora, RCA or Arcelia, and Ganot. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. I don't think I pulled the full art version of this. And then to get the full art premium makes it that much sweeter. So there we go. First full art, and it is a legend premium. Very, very nice. That's a beautiful card for sure. Love the artwork on that one. Yes, it is textured. Same with the backs of these cards, right? All these cards are textured on the back. Gives a little bit more of a premium feel, at least in my opinion. But there we go. We'll put it on the table. So first big hit, and we're somewhat towards the end. All right, keep going. Make this a little more messy. There we go. Come on. All right. Fran from 12, Paladin from 14. We're just going with Despatch from 11, Horn, Garland from 1, Maria from 2, Astrologian from 14. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. This could be huge. I say could be because I already recognize what it is. I'm just hoping it's the full art version of this. If this is the full art premium, this is a very nice card to get. Pulled this a few times before, but yeah, we're about to find out. 3, 2, 1. Oh, oh, it is not the full art. Still an absolutely beautiful card. We get Garnet in the premium version. The full art is so expensive. I was really hoping to see it here. Um, Pulled this one a couple times again. Still absolutely beautiful. Hero rarity. Another hero right behind it. So nice little two piece. Let's see what it is. Nice Olma or Olmia. Not bad, not bad. I will gladly take that. Man, I was hoping we would have two huge hits back to back like that. That would have been sick. But still a good get. Not gonna complain about that. Absolutely beautiful card. All right, let's go here. Winding it down. And again, we will have stuff for Sunday stream, so come check us out on Sunday. Time frames for streams. Usually Friday stream is around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Sunday streams around noon to 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to start. Um, so come check us out or hang out. Plenty more content on the channel. So you see a whole bunch of pre-recorded content. So there's endless playlists there. There's YouTube shorts. Pretty much everything you think of besides like doing a podcast on this channel, I've done it. And all the different bits of content you can do. So, all right, Clavat. Got a little bit of a sneak peek before, but we have a premium common behind it. Let's just get right into it. Pain. And this is where it's funny. I don't know if you can see that. That says Final Fantasy X too. That says Final Fantasy X. Yes, there is a difference. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Ooh, hero rarity behind it. I already know what this is. This is a summon. It's a very popular summon. It's appeared multiple times throughout the franchise, and every iteration of this summon somehow keeps topping itself and looking crazier and crazier. But we're gonna slow roll this one. 3, 2, 1. The absolutely stunning Shiva, original art from Tetsuya Nomura. Again, Shiva's appeared in a lot of the different Final Fantasies, and the character design just keeps getting crazier and crazier. All right. Let's go here. The pile and the chaos is winding down, but it's all right. I'm actually surprised I'm still as energetic, as enthusiastic as I have. What's going on, Jay? How we doing? I'm just about to say that I had like a 5.5 hour drive home, and then putting stuff away and doing some other stuff, and still hopping in the stream, still getting the thing done. Ooh, ooh, okay. Um, this could be a great sign. I'm doing great. I just got back from Jacksonville. I was up there all week on orders. Um, okay, this could be very exciting. So I forgot there's technically a fourth Amano in this set. Now, if you're looking down here, that says set 23. That's set 28. No, this is not a misprint or a misplacement. there are cards from other sets in this. I'm very excited to see this one because, to my understanding, it only shows up as a full art. So a bit of a sleeper card that they just kind of put in here. But again, another beautiful mono artwork. Let's see which one it is. In three, two, one. Oh, there it is. That card is amazing. Look at this. Full art Terra in the premium legend rarity. Um, Destiny 2 streams. Ooh, actually, yeah. I don't have any gameplay streams. So that's one of the things I don't have. So there you go. You caught me. But look how beautiful this card is. Terra, absolutely stunning. Again, just really showcases how awesome a mono artwork is. Such a beautiful card. Hero behind it. Not to take away from his thunder, but we're just going to go right through. I'm going to spend more time looking at this absolutely beautiful card. So there's our second full art, and that is one I would gladly take. Haven't pulled this one yet. Um, yeah, look at how absolutely beautiful that card is. And again, looking at the other mono artwork that we pulled earlier, it's right on cue with that art style and design. Um, all absolutely beautiful. But yeah, Terra, huge pull here. This is from Final Fantasy VI. Very, very nice. Sai, how we doing? Just pulled an absolutely beautiful card, especially right towards the end of the stream. It's our second full art in close to 30 packs. But yeah. And again, I don't think I pulled either one of these in the full art before. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome for sure. I know you're gonna pop in there, so I'm looking forward to seeing you for that. Keep an eye out for the announcement. Again, I'm gonna do it here on YouTube. It'll be in the community page, and then I'm also doing a post on Discord. So keep an eye out for both. Again, um, two different giveaway pools, if you will. And I'll explain a little bit more, not only in the post, but when we do those giveaways. There's a specific reason why I'm doing it. Um, and I think I'm thinking ahead a little bit. It's gonna be on one of the weekends, right? So I might do it on Sunday, just to kind of end the week with that stream. Oh, hold on, man! I thought we finally got the premium Vincent. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing it on Sunday. I got you. Yeah, I'll make sure that everyone has a fair shake to know ahead of time. It's not gonna be like, hey, we're doing it tomorrow. Nope, not this Sunday. No, no, no. I've got a bunch of mail and stuff to go through. Um, yeah, I've got a whole bunch of mail to go through, and yeah, and then we have another CGC submission to do. So I will put up. I'll figure it out this week. I'll give you that. And again, I've been out of pocket for this last week, so um, we missed out on doing any of the streams last week. Um, but yeah, I'll make sure I make those posts this week so everyone knows the exact date and time, and then the rules and who the giveaway applies to. That's all I'm saying. You're not getting any more details out of me. Um, but yeah, think I can't wait to see people complain about this one. That's all I'll say. All right, Vincent. All right, premium rare behind it. Oh, yeah, that would be really, really nice. Yeah, I'd love to get any of the signature cards, but that would be a good one to get for sure. That one or the Aerith from Tears of the Planet. That would be a nice one. All right, let's see what we got here. Three, two, one. Ooh, very, very nice. I thought that was the full art at first, but it is not. Still a beautiful premium hero behind it. Okay. Kind of a rough idea who this is, but we're going to figure it out together in three, two, one. Nice. Yep. Had a feeling it was you, Barrett. Nice to see you. Always iconic. All right. Leave this up. Wind down these last couple packs. You guys think there's at least one more full art in here? I mean, I really, really hope so. In all fairness, though, it would be one per box, even though that's not really the pull rate. I know we get some mixed reviews there, but I've pulled 2 to 3 full arts in a box before. Um, the premium or the pre-release kits are insane. Also, has some really good pull rates there. But here we go. All right, Fran, Gunbreaker, Summoner, Cam, Kuja, Garland, Palom. Let's see what we got behind it. All right. It is a common premium. Let's see which one it is. Riku. Okay, nice, nice. Gladly take that. Nothing too crazy, but I do like Riku, so no complaint there. Hero rarity behind it from Tetsuya Nomura. A lot of people don't know this, or they should know it, but Tetsuya Nomura is also known as the godfather of Kingdom Hearts. Um, if you didn't know that, that's wild to me. But anyway, let's see what we got from Tetsuya Nomura here in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Lightning. Very, very cool. And this is the artwork from the pre-release kit. That you get the full art stamped version. I actually have it off to the side. I'll grab it real quick just so you guys can see what that looks like. So here is the full art premium stamped version of that card. So this is base and this is like really, really, if this was in the set that way, this would be really high end. But again, it's got the pre-release stamp on it. Absolutely beautiful. Move all these back over here. Sleeve that up. All right, 6 packs to go. Would love to see that Yuna. Would be nice. I've opened up well over 100 packs of this set so far. And again, I know it's a chase card for a reason, and you know, it's very, very tough to pull. But I have seen it. I haven't seen it in person, but I've seen a few people with it, and it'd be awesome to pull for sure. All right. Already seeing the premium peek out a little bit behind the Dark Knight. And it is a rare from Final Fantasy IV. Maybe a full art, maybe not. There are some rares that are full arts. We even saw commons that are full arts. But let's see what we got here in 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. Okay, let's go. I will gladly take that. And we were talking about this earlier. Sid full art. That looks absolutely insane. Premium full art there. And a hero behind it. Ooh, there's the regular Garnet. Again, absolutely beautiful card. Well, let's take a look at this. We were talking about how cool it would be to see this in a full art, and then we get the premium full art. So there we go. Sid. Absolutely stunning. I think, let me look off to the side here. I know you are in here somewhere, and it's a rare, so I'm looking in the right stack. Come on. I know you're in here somewhere, Sid. Was it really that long ago when we pulled it? Was it really that long ago when we pulled it? Yep, so there we go. Regular Sid. All right. Now let's go into the premium pile real quick. And that's the other thing I like about this. Look at how many duplicates we didn't get. You don't really see that in Pokemon. There we go. So we're going to look at all the iterations of this card here, just so you guys can see how awesome this is. So you have the regular version, right? Pretty standard, right? It's got the text box on there. You have the premium version, so that'd be the step up from that. And then the ultimate step up from that is the full art premium. Looks absolutely amazing. It really does show you how much more art is still there. But very, very cool. I was glad to be able to get that. And there's our third full art. Very, very nice. Okay. Now, I don't want to sound greedy. Can we pull a fourth full art? And we got 2 of them being legends, and we got a rare. Trying to condense this. You guys can still see this, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got plenty of room over here. But still, 3 very unique full arts. Some amazing, stunning artwork. We're going right here in the middle. We're going to push this in. All right. Here we go. Scholar from 14. Warrior from 14. Elena from Brave Exvius. Sephiroth, chibi version from the Opera Omnia. Shantoto from 11. Mira from Crystal Chronicles. Clavat from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles as well. Ooh. Oh, please. Please be a full art version of this card. I already know who this is. I can tell by just that little sliver there. This is from Advent Children. Please be a full art. This would be huge. Three, two, one. Oh, yes. Let's go. That is sick. There we go. Rufus Shinra in that full art. It just looks so much better in these full arts, guys and gals, or whatever you identify as, if you're a helicopter or whatever. I don't care. I'm just glad you're here hanging out. Absolutely beautiful card. Hero behind it. Nice. We get Rich from Brave Exvius. There's Laws from Advent Children as well. That's awesome. There we go. I'm happy now. Whatever we pull after this is purely icing on the cake. Absolutely beautiful. So there we go. Yes, finally got full arts. Yeah, right towards the end, right? Two rares, two legend full arts. And again, can't complain about that. I'm going to just say that's two per box. Maybe we got three per box and one in the other. Who knows? I shuffled two boxes together. Not bad, though. All absolutely beautiful looking cards. And I don't think I've had any of those previously. We're going to look in the pile here in just a second. Sorbet, Scholar, Garland. We have back Nami, Clavat again. And we have a common in the premium. Nice. Very, very nice. Gladly take that. Nothing too crazy. Hero rarity behind it. Ooh. Another card from Advent Children. I have a pretty good idea of which one this is. Three, two, and one. Yep, good old Bahamut or Behamut or Bahamut. That's the one that drives me nuts when people call it that. That's insane. Ash from 12, Sarah from 13, and Sid once again makes another appearance. Just wants to show face again. Yeah, when people call it Bahamut, that just sounds so weird. Like you don't break down words like that. And I'm not an English major by any means. But I don't know, maybe that's just me and my broken brain. All right. Three to go. And then we'll do a very quick recap. I'll show off some of the hits from previous openings. And then we'll end the stream. I don't even know how long the stream's been running from, because looking up on my phone with how this new mount is set up, I can literally only see the red live box. So Vincent, we need to see the premium for that one. Come on. There's still time. There's still packs to get it. All right, Leon. Ooh. Oh, a premium legend. Please let this be a full art. That would be insane. I'm not being greedy. I'm just saying. Another premium legend, and this is why I shuffle stuff around, right? We're getting all the heavy hits at the end. It's just pure luck. All right, let's see what we got here. Three, two, one. Ooh, it is not the full art, but still an absolutely beautiful card. We get Preesh in the premium legend there. I think I pulled that a couple times. Hero behind it. And there is the Warrior of Light, another mono artwork. Very, very nice. Yep, it goes over here. Sleeve this. Agreed. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, asking for anything else now is pure greed. Uh, so it's a good call, Hilario. Thanks for keeping me in check. All right, one more pack to go after this, then the recap. If you're just popping into the stream or you're kind of popping in and out, we did do the CGC recap for submission number 57 about halfway through the stream. You're going to want to check that out. A lot of absolutely amazing Final Fantasy cards there. Ooh. Yeah, could you imagine if Final Fantasy TCG does God packs where it's literally just all full art legends in one? Oh, that would be insane. Don't put that image in my head, Hilario. Now that's all I want now. All right. Another rare in the premium slot. Let's see which one it is. Nice. Good old Rogue Tomato. Good old days of Final Fantasy 12. Absolutely amazing card. Legend behind it. Nice. So we still got some heat in here. Let's see which one it is in three, two, one. Nice. Good old gold bits. There we go. So there's actually three artworks that go together. Come back to this here. Where are you? Let's see. Those three actually go together, so that's actually pretty cool. There's the Una. I'm gonna leave it on the table. Maybe there's a sliver of hope. Um, but yeah, very cool. Cecil in both Paladin and Dark Knight form, and then Golbitz, who is the main antagonist for that game. Absolutely stunning artwork. But here we go. It comes down to this. Is there such a thing as last pack magic after having all the luck that we've had? Again, I'm not gonna complain. I don't want to be greedy either, but I'm just gonna leave it right here, Una. I'm gonna space these out. Maybe, just maybe, this would be the absolutely insane ending that I'm hoping for. But if not, again, no complaints at all. Four beautiful full arts, all of them that I haven't pulled before. Here we go. Zidane, Final Fantasy IX, main protagonist. Warrior, Final Fantasy 14, and one of the original classes. I'm sorry, one of the original jobs from Final Fantasy 14 started off as Marauder. It gets an advanced job as Warrior. Sephiroth. Can't speak enough about Sephiroth here. I clear the table for the signature card. I'll lose my damn mind if we pull the signature card right now. um, yeah, Sephiroth, iconic antagonist. Final Fantasy VII. Can't say enough. Not a big fan of the chibi artwork, but it is what it is. Elena, Brave Exvius. That was one of the mobile titles that Square Enix did. I didn't play this a whole lot, but it was a pretty solid game. Had a pretty good narrative. We get Sorbet. Never played the board game, so I don't have much to say here. Again, interesting name. We have back Nami, really weird looking creature here from the board game as well. Pinello, one of the characters from Final Fantasy 12. Very cool personality. Very strong personality. Awesome character. I like her whole story arc in Final Fantasy 12. Gets along with Vaughn very well. All right. Ooh, hero in the premium slot. Can we end off with another full art? That would be insane. We're about to find out. Three, two, one. Ooh, it is not, but still got Vane. Uh, Premium Hero, nice. Ooh, and a two-piece to wrap this up. Let's see which one we got in three, two, one. Nice. Okay, so there's the other Rida. Very cool looking artwork there, and again, drastically different than the previous. Ash from Final Fantasy 12, Eld from 11, and then last but not least, the Brute. Yeah, I'm not going to say that. But not bad at all. Gladly take that. Let's look through all the premium cards that we got. The search continues for Yuna. It's all good though. Still an absolutely beautiful card. Here are all the premiums, right? And again, these are just all your hollow versions of cards. Um, again, two full booster boxes. I'm not really seeing too many repeats here, if any. All absolutely beautiful artwork. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Let's move this up and over here. So our other hits that we got, right? So we got two standard premium legends. We've pulled both of those before. Let's just do, yeah, let's leave these up here. So let's just put these here like that. All of our other legends that we pulled. Again, Yuffie made multiple appearances, so did Preach. We got Kane, Snow, Steiner, and Vivi from 9. Again, the last Final Fantasy set for this year should drop in November. It's featuring Final Fantasy 9. Definitely going to see a lot more of these two for sure. And then the regular Rida really started things off with. Let's look at. Let's see how I have this broken down. I don't want to take too much time, but here are some of our other hits from previous openings. Vivi, again, that's just the premium. We don't have the full art one. Kadaj, full art Snow, March, Yuffie. It's like it's like this clips you see where it's like lizard. That's how I feel looking at these, right? So let me just I gotta sleeve it still, but so Yuffie, premium Yuffie, Yuffie. My goodness. And then Preach. All these appearances of Preach. So yeah, Rida. So we didn't pull the full art before, so now we have it. Absolutely amazing. Kane. We get Lumina. We get Hollow Steiner. We get Rosa. Regular Rosa. Lightning full art and regular. Golbits premium. Full art Rida. And then Goloff or Golov. All absolutely beautiful cards. Let me check this other stack real quick here. I'm pretty sure the music's either ending or it's in a midpoint. Let's see what else I had in this other stack. This might just be other big cards that I had from here. Obviously, the pre-release kits, stamp promo. Another unit adds to the stack here. So many of these clouds and none of the premium full arts. Kadaj again. Yazoo. Oh, so we do have full art Yazoo. So we need the full art Kadaj. I think that's what we're missing. Yes, that's what we were missing. Okay. Now we have the full art Rufus. So let's see what we got here. Oh, more full arts. Cecil. Summoner. Yeah. Not bad at all. No complaints, obviously. But that is going to do it for today's stream. Obviously, the music stopped or it's in a weird pause. Should just cycle back through, but it's not. But that's going to do it for today's stream. Again, thank you all that came through. Keep an eye out for the post about the giveaway. Trust me, you're going to enjoy it. If not, I don't know how. Please, I'll put it this way, right? If you don't like what I'm doing for the giveaway, please let me know and let me know why. But with that being said, let's give some shout outs real quick and let's wrap this up. Hilario, thanks for coming by. Sai, always good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Jay, thanks. Appreciate you. Anson popped in for a little bit. Appreciate you. Bad Wabbit, always nice to see you. And that is it. Again, very, very awesome for everyone to come through. Appreciate your time. It's nice to be streaming again. Again, we will be streaming again on Sunday, so keep an eye out for that. I'll work on the rules and regulations for the giveaway. But that's going to do it for today's stream, guys. I'm WakoBako. Take it easy.